the stage, Tara Newton-Wordsworth. Come on!
So it turns out I'm not just severely bloated. No, I am in fact 8.5 months pregnant. Woo! Thank you, thank you. I also have a 15-month-old son. Yeah! On a completely unrelated note, just so you know, breastfeeding, not a reliable form of contraception. Turns out that's just an old wives' tale. So tell me, old wife, how exactly does breastfeeding stop you from getting pregnant? Oh, it's very simple. The sperms, they are coming towards the egg, and then they sniff in, and then they go, I smell milk, you smell milk, and then they die. So you don't get pregnant. It's science. Getting when you're pregnant, people love coming up to you and saying stuff like, oh, enjoy sleep while you can, because you're not going to get any once that baby comes along. To which I like to say, enjoy sleep while you can before your cat eats your face off and no one finds you for 3 weeks. Because no one likes you, Graham. Piss off, Graham. I had a lot of fear come up in my first pregnancy about, whether the birth would be scary, whether I'd be a good mother, and most importantly, would it change the dynamic between me and my Tamagotchi? But at the 20-week scan, the sonographer had clearly been trained to say sort of empathetic phrases, but she just didn't quite have the emotional capacity to back them up. She was just like, okay, so on behalf of NHS, many congratulations to you. I'm going to put a little bit gel, is a bit cold, but not nearly as cold as the winters of my childhood. It's just here, you can see we got 1 kidney, got 2 kidneys. Some babies have 1, yours has 2. 2 is also fine. I noticed on the graph that our baby was a bit bigger, and I was like, oh, is our baby bigger than average? She was like, well, I didn't want to scare you, but yes, he's a very big baby. But no need to worry, because if when he's coming out, he gets, how you say, wedged, midwife can just make small cut, come straight through, no problems. So that was a relief. Yeah, quite the weight off my mind. He was 9 pounds 8 ounces. Thank you. And there was no time for any cutting. He just tore straight through there, taking out everything in his path. And sometimes when I'm walking now, I find my legs just kind of walk off in different directions. It's funny. Dear. I've been calling my husband Mum a lot, accidentally, recently, which, at least I'm not calling him Dad this time. But I think it's just that baby brain is real, and it just seems to revert your mind back into a 1950s housewife. Now, on a sunny morning, I wake up and my first thought is, oh, it's so sunny. I should get at least 3 loads of washing done. Getting to the bottom of the laundry basket is my favorite time of the week. I also take comfort in life's small miracles. For instance, yesterday I was making a roast and I got to serving it and then I thought, hot darn, I've forgotten it. But then I looked in the fridge and there it was. Horseradish. It's always there for you. I've had to start wearing bladder control liners. That's attractive, isn't it? What do you look for in a woman? I like my women loose, but only when it comes to bladder control. It's completely normal in pregnancy. So I kept telling my husband. He found them in my drawer, and he was like, oh, what are these? And I think he realized and then immediately wished he hadn't asked, and hoped that I'd lie and just say something like, oh, they're little tiny beds for my crystal mouse collection. But I didn't. I told him the truth. I was just like, oh, they're They're bladder control liners, because now that I'm so heavily pregnant, sometimes if I cough or sneeze, you know, a little tiny bit of wee comes out. Shall we make love?